Breaking news coverage continues on News Channel 11 of an explosion and a shelter-in-place alert from Eastman in Kingsport. Good afternoon, I'm Sarah Diamond.
And I'm Josh Smith. Here is the very latest this afternoon. Eastman says around 10 o'clock this morning, the company had, quote, a process upset in the coal gasification area of its Kingsport manufacturing site. Here's a live look at Eastman, specifically that area where we believe that problem occurred.
Around 10:30, our camera on Bays Mountain captured this video of what appears to be a large blast. There it is, with a fireball and smoke plumes. Now, alarms and sirens started to sound and police closed the roads all around Eastman.
After earlier telling employees in the plant and people who live and work around the facility to shelter in place, windows closed, HVAC systems off. Just after 1 o'clock, the company modified the advisory, telling people within 1/2 mile of John B. Dennis and Moreland Drive to continue sheltering in place, the company continues to say, as a precaution.
And News Channel 11 viewers from as far away as Church Hill and Weber City told us they heard the sound of that blast. Eastman continues to say no one was injured. The company has not said there was a vapor emission of any sort as a result of this explosion.
So to recap, after 10 o'clock, that incident inside the plant, Eastman released a statement at 11:55, about 2 hours after what they called only a process disruption. Eastman told people who work at Eastman to stay inside and shelter in place. The company also told us, quote, people nearby needed to do the same. Stay indoors, turn off those HVAC systems.
Just after 1 o'clock, the company modified that advisory, telling people within 1/2 mile of John B. Dennis and Moreland Drive to continue sheltering in place just as a precaution. Kingsport City Schools and Sullivan County Schools told students and staff to shelter in place. Both school systems have now lifted that advisory. Curtis McLeod was on the scene in Kingsport when police told him to move to a safer place.
Curtis, where are you now? What are you seeing?
Right now we are on Jarrett Drive, and I want to show you the focal point of the day where that situation happened just behind me here. You can look and see we've been seeing here for almost about 30 minutes or more water being sprayed on a structure here. Now, I'm not entirely sure if this is part of normal operations or not, but it looks and appears as if water is being sprayed on this structure here. That water has been shooting out of some sort of pump or some sort of a source. It's been spraying onto the structure that where on the other side on John B. Dennis I saw smoke and saw a lot of smoke billowing out of this specific area here. Again, this has been happening now for the last 30 minutes or so, and a stark contrast to what we were seeing earlier today. It is no more smoke in this area, and a lot of those guidances have been lifted in the area. These roads that were once closed have now been opened, but we're still waiting to hear back to get some more answers from Eastman to see if they're going to give us some more details. Of course, we're working to talk to them, and we'll continue along that path to do that. But for now, we'll send it back into the studio with you, Josh, and Sarah.
Curtis McLeod live in Kingsport. Curtis, thanks. So to recap, after what appears to have been an explosion inside Eastman, people who live within 1/2 mile of John B. Dennis and Moreland Drive are being told to continue to shelter in their homes with windows closed and HVAC systems turned off.
And the company says no one was hurt, so that's really good news.
Very good, yes.
And they've not said if there was a vapor release. Earlier on, EMA told us they were really wanting to know, had something gone into the air. No word on that. Sullivan County Kingsport schools are back in normal session this afternoon.
They are, and Eastman says it expects to have an assessment by 3 o'clock this afternoon on whether the localized shelter-in-place advisory will in fact be lifted.
We've heard that Kingsport police are sending out some reverse 911 calls to people who live in that proximity around the plant. We actually have the recording, and we're just going to kind of play it for you. Here's a microphone coming in. We're going to hold it up to our microphones. And
this is an emergency message from Kingsport 911. As a precautionary measure, residents within 1/4 mile of Eastman Chemical Company are asked to shelter in place due to an interruption in their processes. There have not been any hazardous chemical releases. Please do not call 911 for informational purposes. Emergencies only, please. Turn to local news for updates. Thank you. Goodbye.
That 911 reverse call, and I just listened to it. That was 1/4 mile around Eastman. That's a little bit different than the advisory that we saw from the plant itself,
which was 1/2 mile
around that intersection, John B. and Moreland. So That's the call a lot of folks are getting. That's a little creepy to pick up the phone and hear that
and
automated
hear
voice on
that.
the phone.
Yeah, and hopefully people are listening to that and staying indoors, turning their air conditioners off, and just waiting. It's only going to be about another hour before we get an update from Eastman as to whether that is going to be lifted.
Yeah, massive campus there in Kingsport. You know, if you've been around, so the quarter mile around Eastman changes that circle that we have from the Moreland Drive, John B. Dennis, to a larger area. 3 o'clock seems to be the next update time, right?
I think so, and we will keep you updated on the air as well as online if we are not on the air, but we will break into programming as needed. We're updating the story continuously on our website, WJHL.com, as we get information.
In the meantime, thanks so much for joining us. I'm Josh Smith.
I'm Sarah Diamond. Stay with News Channel 11.